dropped him. Hello, stalkers, and welcome to Road to Vostok. Now, I'm happy to have you all back, but there is some bad news. I recorded for roughly 2 hours earlier. We went and killed a bunch of bandits. We got gear together, and we made a beeline for Vostok. We got through the border zone unscathed, and then we got to and from Vostok unscathed. We did die in the border zone on the way back. Surprisingly not to a mine, but all that footage, my microphone was muted. So again, with clippy style videos, I might separate some of that out and play it as a standalone or put it out as a standalone. But for now, we're going to start a new game and we're going to enter the road once more into the fray. Just a problem with being new to recording, I do believe, which is alright. So quickly here, we're gonna load our magazine, start out in the cabin once more. We're gonna go beeline it to those 4 structures due north of us, and afterwards, hopefully we get into some contact, and then afterwards we're going to beeline it straight for Vostok. It is unwise, but you know, this game is this is the demo. We're gonna have a long time with this game through its developmental journey, and if this is what the game plays like as a demo, then as a full standalone experience, it's gonna be phenomenal. So I don't care to put this out or put out a good amount of Vostok content. Thanksgiving is right around the corner, and my wife and I are going to be out of town. So the videos you're gonna get, that's not gonna affect you whatsoever. You'll have content just about daily. You might miss one day, I might miss one day, but then you'll get 2 videos in the same day. Most likely. That's probably what's gonna happen. Entering here, I notice doors are open. I wonder if there is a bandit nearby. Well, try to get these. Yeah, there we go. Get these leather gloves. We'll take this stove and try to trade it. All right. There's nothing in the fridge. I'm trying to think of some things that happened. What happened to us in that last part? We got into some really good gunfights. We found 2 VSS rifles. We found a suppressor organically out in the village, believe it or not. We used a AK as well as our Makarov to defeat several bandits. Got into a couple really good gunfights. We killed not only oh wow, look at this. Not only military personnel, but we also dropped several guards. There was an ACOG involved in several of these parts. Good stuff so far. Some balm. We did get burned. We experienced our first burn. It's a micro, an aim point micro. Very good. Man, it kind of stung seeing all that progress gone. But hey, no matter. We here at Project Observer are no strangers to adversity. Look at this backpack just laying on the ground. It's like everything is working out in our favor. We're probably going to die in the border zone, but that's alright. One of the viewers asked why we were not picking up weapons from slain bandits, and the answer is very simple. I had forgot. I had forgot that was a mechanic, and I did not continue to do so. I know I picked up that Mosin, used it to great effect, and then never picked up another weapon. I'm very new to recording myself, so talking into the microphone and playing the game at the same time and trying to form cohesive sentences, I am doing the best I can right now, and I'm doing pretty good. I'm pretty proud of the stuff we're putting out. But there are going to be little hiccups like that, and until we get on more of a set schedule, right now I'm freeballing this, you know. But we'll get onto a set schedule, and hopefully that'll clean up some of the technical issues. You know, I have other obligations as an adult and a husband that are not YouTube centric. And my family will always come first. Anyways, moving right along here. Spooky face over there. I feel like we are on the trail of bandits. Perhaps not. One thing I'm trying not to do is spoil the game for myself. Now, one game we are going to have to spoil a little bit is, oh, what is it called? Help me out here. Vintage Story. We're gonna have to do a little bit of tutorials together when that gets released, because my God, is that difficult. I played about 20 minutes, and the mechanics, the game itself is a bunch of fun, not horribly difficult to get up and running, but some of the systems contained within that game are definitely more complex. It's not Minecraft. It's similar, but it is its own standalone thing, and we'll talk about that when we play it. But that's something coming very soon. I'm gonna continue looting, picking up ammunition, first aid if we can find it. First aid is imperative to our survival. Hopefully we can find some decent first aid. We are getting pretty loaded up here. The Jacarl, if I am pronouncing that wrong, someone please help me out. The Jacarl here, though, seems to be it's the best backpack that I have encountered. I found a patrol backpack, and I got really excited while we were in Vostok, and alas, it turned out to have 10 less capacity. I believe it only held 20 kilos, whereas this holds 30. Moving right along here. Everything's open. Not a whole lot of, not the loot that I'm really wanting. What we do want to find, ideally, before we go, is to find either a PU scope or be able to barter for it, which is why we're saving this stuff up, or a KP-31 submachine gun and the drum magazine that goes with it. In return, the trader would give us a rig and one level 4 strike face plate, which will stop a rifle round, at least one. Level 4 plates in real life, I don't know how well this translates over, but they'll stop a armor-piercing 30-06 round. Which these enemies that we're going to encounter are going to be shooting 5.45 or 7.62 by 39, so it'll eat that up no problem. That's a 1911 magazine, moving right along. As well as an ACOG, and the ACOG being a 4-powered optic That'll help us tremendously. It's good to have range. Oh, look at this. Wow. Sometimes it's just hard to believe you can find those medkits. What is that? Is that a tourney? No, oh, wow, look at that. We found the scope. Out in the wild. Huh, that's hard to believe. So now we need 7.62 by 54 R ammo. Mattress roll. No, I don't think we'll take that. Shouldn't have stopped in front of a window. Wow, doing good. Alright, so if it's been quiet up until this point, that means it's not going to be quiet moving forward, right? We're gonna hit some contact up here. Look for movement. Didn't see anything. But that does not mean it was not there. Nothing here. Moving forward. We're gonna have to cross this big LDA here. Now we can kind of use the fences here as soft cover. I don't know if they'll stop a bullet. 8 matches. Need some cigarettes. Trade. I don't know what we get for that. I don't remember. Check the windows. If you look... I was looking for something. No matter. If you look next to my body temperature in the bottom left-hand corner, you'll see an arm. Dropped him. That arm is our stamina for holding our weapon. So if we hold our weapon out for too long, our arms will get shaky and we will not be putting accurate shots on target. I learned that the hard way in the border zone fighting the guards. Take that, my friend. See what he's got on him. Moving interior. Now, we learned last time to really take this clearing process slowly. None of that serves us now. Wow. It's kind of hard to believe. I'm going to drop this mag, clear the chamber, and put this on the ground. Because it doesn't serve us. As well as this mess kit. Now, we'll try to keep this run active moving forward. But you gotta bear with me here on gotta bear with me with some of this stuff. Because I am trying to make up for 2 hours worth of gameplay in about half an hour. Oh, we're taking fire. Okay, so wherever they're firing from, they can see us here. That's not good. Some cold medicine's good, though. Cold medicine's always good. Okay, something I learned as well is if you hold control, or not hold control, you don't have to hold it at all. If you hit control on your keyboard while you're playing this, it'll lock certain animations up. So if you suddenly notice you can't use your mouse wheel, or suddenly notice you can't scroll or transfer items in your inventory, it's because control is being touched. Or it was clicked. It acts like a toggle. I don't know why. I didn't code this. But it's minor details. So we were looting through here, right? Yeah, let's grab what we can. And try to move on the enemy here. We're gonna sprint, put our weapon up here. Go interior of the garage. on that backpack. Need some nines. Moving interior. It's a guitar right there. A Bible, perhaps, or Quran. Oh, God. Ooh, that was snappy. Where are these snappy shots coming from? I really shouldn't be trying to bait them there. Just keep moving. Red structure, perhaps? With my 12. Okay. Phew, there's... Look at that. PBS. No, we can't put that can on... No, I was going to say... It doesn't... We can take that can and put it on a AK though, if we find one. I'm fairly certain that'll work on a fairly certain that'll work on a AK-74 too. Don't quote me, but I think. I'll switch it out for a camouflage one because I like it. Trying to get shot here. This looks like a good place to get shot. Oh yeah, I did the earlier when we were in Vostok. I did that. Not only navigated through the border territory, but also navigated Vostok, which is a massive apartment complex. Soviet bloc style apartments. Navigated all that with a flashlight in the dark. That is to include the mines and everything that comes with it, the guards, all that. It was awful. We're gonna turn the jets on. It's probably gonna be at least one in here. Hopefully none at the sawmill today, but that's wishful thinking. Alright, moving interior. Now, when you're doing, which you never should be doing solo CQB, but if you have to or you must, like us here, closing that door behind you will save you, so they're not shooting through that threshold and, you know, putting a round on you. Putting a round in you. Working on my enunciation here. Now, we heard them, but I don't see them. I'm unsure where that bandit is. White chocolate is good for our mental health. We'll pick that up. Calling it white chocolate. I think... What is that? War chocolate. War chocolate's good for your mental health. Hell yeah, I could use some war chocolate in my life right now. Do some quick maneuvering. All this is good stuff. We can take it to the house. There's so much stuff, so much stuff. Nothing in the big crate though. Alright, so we have not found 762 by 54, which is alright. There's always the chance that we find it on a bandit. There's always the chance that the trader has it in his rotation. But for now, I think we might be SOL in terms of finding it here. We do have one, maybe two locations left. See, this right here too, I comment on this every time. It looks like a big knife or a machete. It is not. Oh, yeah, we also ate a whole can of, or a whole thing of sugar. Let's put this up. Did we find lotion? We did not. So Let's put this up as well. Move our sugar or sakar, depending on where you are in the world. We dropped these, right? No, we did not. Take those 7.62s. Ah! You see that? Yeah, okay. You see that muzzle flash? We gotta move. They were shooting at us from the sawmill. Now, that dude is moving and active, which is not good. We're gonna try... What we're gonna do is, instead of facing him there, because he knows... He saw us there, he knows that we're coming from that side. Yeah, we're gonna ambush him here, and he has an AK. Okay. Moving right along here. Moving right along here. Took one in the head. So I think I figured out what the issue is with the mic. Oh, that's okay. That's the trader. It has a mute button on its top, and sometimes I'll move it when I'm recording and kind of like get a little bit too good of a grip on it, and I think that's causing me problems. We're gonna put this over here for a second. Pick up this AKM. Yes. Look at this. Look what we can do. Where is that micro we picked up? Alright, and we're back. Move over here to the trader. I've never seen a bandit in here, but it doesn't mean they can't come in. So he keeps his door open, which is absurd to me. And I'm not seeing what we wanted. I'm not seeing what we wanted. Bad news bears. Okay. He refreshes in 8 minutes. We really don't have 8 minutes here. See if we can do some light trading with him.
Näin se kauppa käy, kiitos.
660 for a suppressor. How much for...
Tupakkamies on aina tupakkamies. Näin ikkästi,
Nice.
kiitos.
Okay. Alright, did a little rearranging there. On our way, we're gonna go ahead and move. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and move back towards our house, hitting these crates over here in this bandit corpse. We might run into resistance right here. Might get lucky and be able to waltz right back to our home, but it seems more often than not there's one bad guy here. And it seems as if we got lucky. Ah, yes, but of course. Toilet paper, toilet paper, toilet paper. Where is toilet paper? We're gonna have a couple snacks real quick. Oh man, where did we put that toilet paper? That is such a pain to see like that. It'll be alright. Let's switch it over. Man, that rubs me the wrong way. Sometimes you'll find cool stuff on the ground here. Sometimes nothing. Normally I wouldn't turn down ammunition, but you know, the Makarov is great for doing little fun runs here. It's not great for crossing that border. God bless America. Do you guys remember where we put the toilet paper? Last known pause on the toilet paper. Do we have it in our inventory? No, we do not. Alright, we're gonna... Sun's going down. It's early, we're like mid-evening, not quite golden hour. We're gonna double check over. Oh, man. That is snappy. Woo! Shouts out to the cracks and the whizzes, because my god. They've got the audio down pat. I can, yeah. Alright, that last shot killed him. Alright, we're going to move back towards these structures. I don't know if the bandits respawned. I don't know if they respawn or if this guy... There's probably little chance we missed him, right? I feel like we were pretty thorough clearing through here. Just double check, see if anything's new. No. Okay, where did you come from, friendo? Nothing on him. What's in his hands? Makarov. We're not going to take that. We could, if we wanted to, but we're not going to. There it is. Toilet paper. Okay. We can take this back to Trader Man, the Generalist, and hopefully get something cool. Oh man, they're still shooting at us. I don't know who's shooting this time. I can't remember what you get for this. I think it's juice, probably a juice box.
Mitäs sais herralle olla?
Ah, no, it's a light. Okay. Toilet paper and lotion. Let's try that again. Toilet paper and lotion.
Oho,
Complete.
selvisit.
Narva. Alright.
Tervetuloa uudemman kerran.
That is actually a relatively decent thing to have
Terve.
early on here. Do we have cigarettes and matches? Did we ever find cigs and matches? No, I don't believe we found cigarettes. Got all sorts of snooze though. Pea soup, mustard, salty licorice.
Oispa niinku ennen
Coffee.
vanhaa.
No, because we sold it. Yeah, this is really what I'm looking forward to. Still not tried the PV7 though. We're holding on to this beer though. We have three out of 6, which is pretty good. Alright, so what we're gonna do, let's drop this, let's throw, that's 223, not bad. We're gonna throw 30 in the MP5, and that frees up some space for us here. We're going to make room. Yes, we're going to make room for the Glock. Very carefully indeed. I think the fishing rod should. No. Yeah, okay, we can equip it as a secondary. Very good. Well, hell, this is gonna turn into a quick little fishing excursion, I do believe, before we run home. Just test the water, see if we can catch anything. If we get a pike, I'm gonna lose my mind. Oh, wow. This is really relaxing. Oh my god, we caught a fish. Holy crap. Oh my god, are you serious? We caught a freaking fish, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, we have caught a fish. Holy... Oh man. Man, I'm over the moon. No, we don't need this anymore. No, we do not. Hold on, let me do a little bit of organizing here. We don't need this either. Try to clean up some space here. Because we're about to have a rifle. Another rifle. Fitting into that slot. Oh man, I don't know how we're gonna do this. Just eat a little bit, try to take care of our mental health, huh? Like that, maybe? Yes, okay. Alright, so we're gonna take the balm with us. Burns can happen in funny ways, like standing on a candle. It's bad for your health. You shouldn't do that. And the burn, you need to treat it with balm.
Kuinka sitä voidaan oikein auttaa?
No, look at this.
Näin se on.
Can you believe that?
Mulla olikin tässä vähän kaikkea hommeloista, niin nähdään.
I can't believe that. I'm still having a hard time believing that that's a... Look at this. Holy crap, we got a Mark 18. Caught a fish. Very good. Now, I don't think we can just abuse that. I'm pretty sure the quests are one and done, but we're gonna put that up. We'll use that in a separate video, because now we have to keep this character. He's the fisherman. Fun fact: I've got another work in progress book right now, and the main character, who's a hitman, he's going through... What was that? Sounded like a whale. But he's going through some character development, and one of the branching paths I have for him is him being referred to as the fisherman. A cool little bit of lore. Alright, back home, we're going to... We're not going to put all of our stuff out there like we've been doing. The reason being... excuse me here. The reason being is because I'm going to come back and organize this later. Right now I'm not, because we are in a rush, right? So we're going to keep all of our stuff on. We can get all this back pretty quickly. We need to transfer over these Osmos, which or Olets. They're not Osmo Olet. You would know if it was. And transfer over our canned food, and then we're going to do all of our goose juice, which, funnily enough, goose juice was almost the, or it would have been a hilarious name for the channel, considering how much I say it in day-to-day life. Anytime there's a beverage present, I call it goose juice. So we're going to take 1 war chocolate, 1 meat, 1 energy powder, goose juice, bandage, tourniquet, 9x19s. I was going to take the Mosin. I'm going to, we're going to continue to take the Mosin. We're going to take 1 medkit, save the other one. 1 medkit, 1 bandage. We'll take 7.62s. Leave behind our 223 matches, snooze, 45s. We'll take all this except for the cold meds. All right, and that should be okay to get us there and back. Now, are we gonna make it? I don't know. We only have 1 magazine, which was the same problem we had when we went last time. We only encountered 2 enemies that I know of. I couldn't see any other ones, but we killed one from the roof shooting down, and then the second one we killed, we shot from the first block rooftop across. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we are waking up for the second time. We're going to quickly drink a goose juice from our private stock here in the fridge, and we are going to skedaddle. Now, we're going to go east, to the right for, I don't know what direction, honest to God, don't know what direction we're going. Presumably east. Yeah, we're going to step out, step off. Man, it's still a little dark, but we're going to have to deal with it. This is alright. The moon's very low in the sky. Morning is right around the corner. So by the time we get done with the trader over here, seeing if he's got any wares, we'll be on the road. This is dangerous though, because we're in bandit turf. And it's hard to see. It's hard to see until they start shooting, then it's, you know, really easy to see. But we'll do what we talked about last part and check for silhouettes, right? Put some bartering goods together. Yes, yes, yes. Give me these. Very good. Very good. All this is going to get sold, hopefully, in the name of 7.62x54 Romeo rounds. I'd like to find an SVD. I think that'd be pretty cool. What was the version of the, I don't know if it's got to be in the same family, but it's a paratroopers version of the SVD. The SVU. That's what it was. Very cool.
No, katsotaas mitä tuolta oikein löytyy.
Does he have that which we desire? The answer is no. No, he does not. But we're going to go ahead and trade some of this stuff for a bandage.
Hyvät kaupat tehtiin.
We'll definitely take a bandage to go. And,
Mulla olikin tässä vähän kaikkea hommeloista. Älä.
Alright. So, morning has come, which is good. We're going to have a 2-hour transition period between here and the freaking the border zone, which is a nightmare. Border is an absolute nightmare. But hopefully if we get a steady firing position, we can drop and kill 1, 2, maybe even 3 of those border guards and take their things. That would be good for our wallet. But main goal is to get to Vostok. So if we just charge headlong into Vostok, towards Vostok, you know, we can do that as well. But here we go. Go into minefield. I don't know if on the western side, or the left side, leaving out of the cabin, if there's another transition zone to get towards Vostok. I have absolutely no idea. But here we are in the beautiful minefield. This place sucks. I don't like it very much. And I figured out that it matters not if you are skirting around the sides or running straight up the middle. You know, you are going to get shot at by those border guards. Oh, and this is what the mines look like. Which, I went into a whole spiel about these mines in the part that has no audio. So they're toepoppers, and they are very much so visible, which I figured or assumed that they were, you know, buried under the ground, which doesn't make a lot of sense for a video game, but it's a practical thing for mine placement. Doesn't matter. The mines do not discriminate whatsoever, and they're also present all the way up and to those towers. Those towers have mines in the, or like at the bases of them. Oh man, we're taking fire already. So yeah, you think that you might think, man, I gotta, you know, I'm A-okay, won't be a problem. No, that's not how it is. No, you can't just run along the base of those towers. You get blown up. That's bad for everybody. Oh, sorry, I'm getting hoarse. So, it's goofy because, you know, these dudes have to go up and down the towers, right? In order for them to work, you know, being the guards that they are. But what's even goofier I think we hit him. Future me, cut out the part where I'm ranting about the mine placement. Mine placement is not good at the base of the towers. That's ridiculous. And we died to it, so I'm a little salty. Alright, let's drop our mag and throw a couple more rounds in there. So I think we might have killed one of them. I'm not 100%. We're going to try to quickly get over there and see what we can see. But so far I've encountered... Okay, now he's dead. Now he is very much dead. I've only encountered the guards on the ground. I don't know why I picked that up. On the ground around the towers and in the towers themselves. I have not encountered them elsewhere. It does not mean that they can't spawn elsewhere. That's just where I've seen them. I haven't been here at daytime either, so... Or in the daytime either, so it's hard telling what I was actually seeing. Nothing in the military crate, that's disappointing. Maybe more luck up top. Yes. Okay, a little bit more luck. We'll take all this. Down there, that guard was carrying an RK-95, which is That dude back there that we dropped was carrying a RK-95, which is a more modernized 7.62 by 39 rifle. It's pretty alright, but in the interest of time, we're not going to be swapping over stuff. Plus, with that being a guard and not a drop from a crate, the quality of that rifle is going to be down significantly, and that is not something we want. We want quality firearms. And we also don't want to get shot here. We need to take cover as well. Okay, that was questionable. That was a questionable decision on our part. No problem. No problem. We're all good. That's why we got the other bandage, right? Let's stop here. Have a drink. Juice box is good for you. Drink your goose juice. It's hard to see those freaking toe poppers in the tall grass too, and that's exactly where they are. You know what? We're gonna take an additional moment here and push this guy.
I have a visual!
Oh my god. Okay, this is... Okay, we killed him. Good! Good. Oh, that guy's low and he hit us. That's alright. Got him. Alright. Hey, look at that. We're doing really okay. Oh. I don't know where that came from. Oh my god, someone's... Oh, there's a mine. I have no idea where that fire came from. Day 2 and we're... Okay, it's coming from over there, isn't it? Let's take these painkillers. You gotta know when to hold 'em. Know when to fold 'em. Oh, I popped a toe popper. We're gonna die out here, man. Alright. So, all of our... There he is. Nice. Okay. So, now we are facing a predicament. Because of my ignorance, we are in a pretty severe amount of pain. Our health is dwindling, but I said I was going to get us to Vostok, and I'm getting us to Vostok. And there's nothing of value. What, you know, what's the point of having these if you're not going to put decent stuff in them, you know? Need to eat and be healthy. Unfortunately, the only thing that fixes that is a splint. We could use a bandage in the interim. But what we're gonna have to do is run for the border and hope we make it before we bleed out. Oh my god, that's close. Oh. Okay, so they swarm you. I didn't know that could happen. Interesting. Interesting. Well, hey, it's not so good all the time, you know? Sometimes you have good luck, sometimes you have bad luck. This is admittedly a quick episode. Reason being is we have the holidays here. And this is a 53 minute recording right now. This is probably going to be closer to a 45-minute video. We're going to revisit this. Please bear with me on Road to Vostok. I'm telling you, we're going to get there. I'll upload the silent footage if you guys want to see it. Maybe I'll add some clips at the end of this one. Just so you can see what we were doing. But maybe not. I don't know. Anyways, if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. More content to come, as always. And I hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a good Thanksgiving. and I hope you get to spend time with the people you love. Have a good one. And remember to mind the gap, stalkers. Mind the gap. Observer out.
Hei, älä ammu!